he's gonna kill me. Like, he's not gonna want this out. Like, should I even say this story? Like, maybe I should ask him if I should do this video or not. I don't want to like be rude. He knows I'm a YouTuber. I mean, come on now, comes with the territory. What if I'm gonna regret this later? No, he deserves it because he tried it. No, I should have this story time. But he lied to me. Who lies to me? Why would you lie? Who lies? Oh my God, he's gonna kill me. Well, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you guys are new here, welcome, and if you guys haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button right there, right in the corner, so you can watch my newest and latest videos that I do just for you guys each and every week. And today I wanted to give you guys an update on the date that I went on. So it's gonna be like just a get ready with me / story time video. And yeah, so it was, let's just say the date was quite interesting. It was fun. It was shocking, kind of. It was informative. It was just embarrassing as well. Like, let's just say that something was bound to happen to me. Like, it was inevitable. So if you guys want to know what happened exactly and what I found out and just the embarrassing that happened to me, definitely please keep on watching, as well as if you guys want to know how to create this look that I got going on right here, which is like very fall vibes. So yeah, just sit back, relax, grab a drink, some snacks, and let's get to it. Here we go. Okay, so like always, we're gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade number 108 Caramel Beige, and we're just going to apply that all over our face, making sure that's nice and blended out. You guys can use a beauty blender or a brush to do this, but let's get straight to the story, you guys, because I know that's what you guys want to hear. Okay, so let me tell you guys a little bit backstory. There's this guy that hit me up on Instagram. So he slid in the DMs like always, like how they always do, complimenting me and, you know, oh, how pretty I am, how gorgeous, oh, I would love to get to know you, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm gonna make sure, even though I don't hide it, I mean, I'm pretty much open about, you know, me being trans. I was like, you know, just to let you know, I don't know if you know this or not, but, you know, I'm trans. And, you know, obviously he was like, oh yeah, I know that you're pretty much open on Instagram about that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just making sure, because, you know, some people will act like they're crazy because it's happened before. Like, people will say like, oh, I didn't know, or like, oh, you didn't tell me. I'm like, clearly I make videos and I post that I'm trans, so I don't know. So we were talking on Instagram for a little minute, whatever, you know, just hitting me up. He travels a lot and stuff like that. I won't say necessarily what he does. So then this past week, he said he's gonna be in town and he would love to actually meet up this time and go to a dinner and a movie and stuff. Just let him know what time was best for my schedule. I'm kind of low-key excited. He's fine, y'all. So he's really, really fine. From what he told me, he's tall. So I was like, okay, and he's tall. Like, I'm not tall at all. I'm like 5'7", like 5'6", 5'7". Okay, so you guys, next thing I'm gonna take is the L'Oreal True Match Powder in the shade W3. I'm gonna take a MAC 129 brush and I'm going to just set that. So it's the day of our date and I am already running late. I was actually shooting a video for the makeup look that I did for the date, and if you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I'm gonna link it up at the top for you guys somewhere. And so he calls me and says, hey, I haven't heard from you all day. What's going on? Are we still on? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, we're definitely still on. I'm sorry, I've just been busy. I was filming and stuff. And he goes, okay, great. So do you want me to come pick you up, or do you want to meet me there? And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, it'll be good for him to pick me up. And I'm like, I don't know you. I know you, but I don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want someone to just like know where I live. Like, that's crazy, especially if I don't know how we are like in person yet. So I was like, you know what? I'll just meet you there. Like, you know, don't worry about it. I'm leaving. I'm putting on my shoes right now. I'm about to head over there. Oh, I'm gonna take a 9BZ bronzing palette from Morphe and a Real Technique powder brush. Let's take these two colors. Let's chisel our cheekbones and down the sides of our forehead. And since I'm trying to cover, or, you know, reduce my double chin, contour that on out as well. We went to the Grove, so if you guys been to LA and you guys haven't been to the Grove, definitely go there. It's a really nice spot. Okay, so I called him. I was like, so where do I meet you? Like the valet, or should I meet you like in the theater? I mean, I don't know where are you exactly. I forgot to tell you guys. So, you know, me being a private investigator that I am, And I'm part of like the FBI secretly. I really am, or the Secret Service. So of course I had to do like a background check. You know, I had to like do my, you know, Inspector Gadget situations, and I found out a lot of stuff about him that he doesn't know that I know, but I'm sure he's watching this video now, so now you know. I know that he dealt with 2 of my girlfriends that are trans as well, which to me is totally fine. I don't want to be the first one because, you know, think about it, like how many people are with the person that they've been with in the beginning? No one. Like, you know, like you need to experience flavors, you need to experience experiences, you need to just experience everything, and that's just how I look at it. Yeah, I definitely want someone that's seasoned with dealing with trans women. You know what I'm saying? I met him in the movie theater, and honestly, when we first met, we just gelled instantly. As soon as we came up, we said hi to each other. He actually hugged me, and it was cool. Like, we vibed out. I can tell like there's an instant connection with someone. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I can chill with them. You know, certain people that you just meet and they're just weird in the beginning. Like, he wasn't like that. So I was like, oh, he's down to earth. He seems cool. Like, we're gonna have a good time. He asked if I wanted something from the concession stand. So, you know, of course, you know, I had to get something from the concession stand. What do you guys get from the concession stand? I got the Crunch Bites, Junior Mints, and obviously a Slurpee, right? The Slurpee thing, and I got it like with the white and red. We're going to get our highlighter, and obviously this is, like I said, my favorite. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. It's this one right here, and a Morphe M501 brush, and we're just gonna put that on our cheekbone, our brow bone, our forehead, on our cupid's bow, and some down the center of our nose. We are in the movie theater, we're watching Thor. He decides to put his arm around the chair and around me. He kind of like reaches around, but then like scoots me in, and like the armrest is like between us, and I'm like, like it's so weird. I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. Like, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? That's cute for you. That's a good move, like how he slid that right up in there. So I didn't want to move or be rude or anything. I didn't feel uncomfortable with him doing it. I was just like, okay, that just happened quickly. It's like, whoo. Like, we kept on watching the movie. I realized that my blood flow, there was no blood flow going through my arm because the armrest was right there, and I'm like, God. But I just didn't want to move because I didn't want to make him feel like, you know, I didn't want to be close to him or just make him feel weirded out. So I kind of was sticking in it for like a little while. So I'm thinking to myself, as my, you know, my blood is not flowing through my arm and it's about to turn purple at this point, I'm thinking to myself, like, how the hell am I get out of this position? So I'm like, oh, perfect, Slurpee bites, I could eat, drink something. So that was annoying to me. I'm carrying on with the story, so I forgot about the makeup, and we're gonna go with MAC Ambring Rose, which is this color right here, and Real Technique blush brush, and we're going to place that on the apples of our cheeks and on the sides of our cheeks as well, and up to our hairline. I kind of like to go in there, right between our highlight and our contour, just to blend that out. So the movie ended, and we are on our way out. We're gonna go. He made a reservation at one, like, I guess you can call it a hot spot. I think it was, to me, it was a hot spot before, but it is one of the nicer places in LA. If you guys haven't gone, definitely go to Catch LA. It's a really cool little spot. So I'm thinking like to myself, I'm like, damn, girl's starving. Like, I didn't eat till like from breakfast to like dinner. So I'm thinking to myself like, girl, I know I'm about to chow down, and I hope he's like not turned off by that. But you know, a girl can eat, you know what I'm saying? Especially like with me gaining so much weight recently, like I've been chowing down a whole lot lately. Like, yeah. Her conversations started happening. So now this is where the interesting part started happening. So actually, let me go do my brows off of camera, and I'll be right back, you guys. I'm taking the Morphe 350 palette and a Morphe MB23 fluffy blending brush. So let's go with this color right here in the palette and put that right into our crease. When we sat down, we had some drinks, and this is where the conversation starts getting really juicy. Keep in mind, you guys, like earlier that I said, I'm the FBI, I'm the CIA, I am literally Secret Service. I'm not even joking. Like, smooth over Mueller. Like, if you want to know if Trump is having collusion with Russia, call me. That's why I'm single now. the conversation started going on. We obviously, knew a little bit about each other because we were talking on Instagram, DMing, and then we started texting each other. So we've been asking each other questions and stuff. But he then starts asking me questions about me being trans and the trans experience. If you have questions, I'm more than willing to answer them if you approach me in a respectful way of you really wanting to know instead of making fun. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fine with that. So he obviously had many questions, and I was more than willing to answer all the questions he wanted to ask. The first question every guy asks, do you still have your you know what I'm saying? Like, every guy asks that question. He was asking very personal questions. So every personal question he was asking me, I was throwing it right back. So I was getting all of the juice and all of the dirt. And one of the questions that I asked him, I said, so, have you dealt with a trans girl before? He replied to me, no. Excuse me? Because on page 36475, chapter 8, it says that you have, because they were my girlfriends. So we're going to deepen our crease, and we're going to take the Morphe R35 brush. Let's go in with this color right here. So we're just going to put that right into our crease and a little bit on our outer lid, and winging that up and out as well. So now that he lied to me, saying that he's never dealt with a trans girl, and I'm thinking to myself, like, girl, you're already starting off on the wrong foot. My girlfriends could have been lying, but they told me too much detail, and they showed me screenshots. So yeah, boo. And one of them actually has some snaps. I know you watching this. They got snaps of you, honey. They got snaps of you. This is why I don't show no type of... Y'all need to be careful on that snap thing. And I still went out with you, and I still wasn't impressed with what I seen, by the way. You know. I'm just saying. Just putting that out there. We kept on going on with, questions that we wanted answered, and it was cool. Our food came. We ended up eating. We were laughing, having a good time. So, I'm like, okay, well, just because he lied to me, doesn't mean that maybe he doesn't want to tell me that he's dealt with another girl like me before. That's no biggie to me. We're still having a good time. We're chit-chatting. We're laughing. We're vibing out. Honestly, I'm kind of enjoying myself. And it's really hard to find a guy that doesn't give a shit about being out with someone that's trans and that don't give a shit about what other people think. And you're fine and you're tall and, but he doesn't have nice hands. Like, what is a major turn on for you guys that someone has to have? Leave it down in the comment section below. Tell me what yours is, because mine's is you have to have nice hands for me to take you seriously. Well, you just the homie now, like, in my head. So we're almost finished with our food and stuff like that, so I decided to go to the restroom. But as I'm freshening myself up, I look at myself. I seen the biggest booger. Seriously, it was so massive and so huge. It was the size of the glacier that the Titanic ran into. Do I have anything now, secretly? Because I'm so freaked out. You could have told me, sir. Like, you could have said something to me, like, you got a little one, let me know. I'm thinking that you cool. Like, you could let me know. But no, he didn't let me know. So I'm sitting up there talking to him. Lord knows how long that booger has been there, because it's sitting up on my side of my nose. Like, hey, what's up? I'm chilling. It's a party of three, like, up at the couch. Like, whoop. So I go to the table, and I instantaneously said, you didn't tell me I had a booger. Like, you didn't tell me that I had this huge person sitting up in my nose. And he was like, well, I didn't want to be rude. Let's take this bright orange color right here in the palette, pack that color onto your finger, and we're just going to place that right on our lid. Yes, orange vibes. So once we started cracking up about that and got over that situation about the third person that was at the party, we just finished our drinks and our dinner. We were about to leave, and then he said, so do you want to go back to my place, or should we go back to yours? And I'm like, there's no back to nobody's place. How about that? You think, you think this is you give me a meal and I give you some buns. No, baby. This ain't that type of party. I don't know who you used to dealing with on Instagram. These Insta thoughts. You're cool and all, but you ain't getting the yams that easy. That's crazy to me. So I looked at him, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to no one's place. I'm tired, I'm full, I have the itis, I want to go to sleep. Thank you for everything. Great, nice to meet you, you know. Hasta luego. I got my drink, I got some food, I got a movie. Like, you cool, you was great company. You didn't tell me about my booger, so I mean, so let's get back to this liner. So we're gonna use our liner, and we're gonna take our e.l.f. black liner, and we're going to line our eyes. So Lord Jesus, pray for me. So next we're going to take Wet n Wild's Calling Your Buff Rose Natural Eye Pencil, and we're going to place that right in our waterline. Then we're going to take the Morphe M333 flat shader brush, and this like burnt orange color right here in the palette, and place that right underneath our lower lash line. Then we're going to get a flat shader brush and the Artist Couture's Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Gold Digger. Get it wet with some Fix Plus spray, and we're going to put that right into our inner tear duct just to give this a little bit of a shine. Next, I'm going to apply Maybelline's Great Lash Mascara and, of course, Slay Lashes in the style Bad and Bougie, and I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, so once we have our lashes on, we're going to move on to our lipstick, and we're going to take NARS lipstick in Pigalle, and it's like a brownish, nudish color. So he was over it that I wasn't going back to his place, and he definitely wasn't going to mine. I've been in a glossy mood lately, so we're going to make this ultra glossy, and like always, I'm going to go back to my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the color Gilded and just slather it on there, because we just want this to be ultra shiny. We just parted ways and just went home, and he went to his place, I went to mine. He actually called me and wished me good night and how much of a good time he had. So other than that, let me just go do my hair really quick and change, and I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, you guys, well, here you go. Here's the finished makeup look right here. I hope you guys love this look as much as I do, because honestly, I'm really feeling these fall vibes. These oranges, these browns, these golds. I've never done an orange lid before on my channel, so I'm really digging it. I'm feeling it kind of. So if you guys do like this look, definitely give this video a thumbs up, because it would help my channel out so much. And obviously leave a comment in the comment section below and tell me what you guys think, if you guys hate it, if you guys love it, and what you guys think about my story of my first date with this one particular guy. And yeah, and don't forget, you guys,
I'll just wait and I'll just sit back. You know what I'm saying? I'll just sit back and I'll wait. Like, you know, anytime now, like, you guys can hit the subscribe button right there, right in the corner. Just waiting. I'll just wait. It's no biggie. You know, I'll just, you know, drink my Red Bull. So, yeah.
You guys can follow me on my social medias, which is my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, and that is all Valerie with the Y_vision, and my Facebook is Valerie Medina. Other than that, I do want to give a shout out to my new friend, the person I went on this date with. I want to say thank you for, you know, just being yourself, being a confident man. And I know that it's really, really hard for society to accept the fact that men like trans women. For anyone to like a trans woman. So just thank you. Thank you for being confident. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for not paying attention to what any other person might think of you. And like I said to you at the dinner, and I say to everyone that has dealt with me, if you guys definitely take away what everyone has to say about you or think about you, you guys would definitely be okay with dealing with a trans woman. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like, that's crazy how I can say thank you just to hang out with me, just because I'm trans. But you know, that's just the day and age that we live in. So again, thank you for being who you are. And if you are trans attracted, it is okay. You know, trans people are just like anyone else. Yeah, other than that, remember, you guys, it is your vision. It is whatever you make it, as long as you make it freaking fabulous. Until the next one, you guys.